you threw a strike, right, at Nationals Park? That actually happened? You threw a strike in the ceremonial first pitch? That actually happened?
That might have been the most stressful thing I've done as second gentleman. I practiced full Dodger regalia, and I went to a Little League park around the corner. And unbeknownst to me, I was practicing a 50-foot pitch without a mound. And then I show up at Nats Field, and what they do is it goes very quick. They throw a uniform on you or a shirt.
Yep.
And then you just practice in the hallway with all these people around, and I'm just literally bouncing the ball off the concrete. I am so nervous, and realizing that he said, well, you're going to be off the mound. And I said, how far is it? No, that's 60 feet. So go out there, and I think if you see the video, I'm trying to smile, I'm waving, and I do a little, an athletic move. So I throw the ball up and catch it, realizing, calm my nerves down, I can do it. But you've probably seen a major league mound before. I have not. So I walk up, and it literally looks like it's 15 feet high. It's super smooth, and then the mound is buried into, or the rubber's buried into the mound. And I'm wearing sneakers. So I just went up there and said, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to think about it. I just walked up, wound up, and threw a strike.
Right.
So, and you can see me, I just kind of fist pumped myself to make sure to, realize what a moment, because we have seen, and my son Cole decided to keep sending me the 10 worst first pitches of all time just to, keep me off my game.
Yes.
So he was messing with me, and a few other friends are doing the same thing. And then, of course, I'm hearing from folks in the administration, hey, good luck, this will be great. Just, make sure you throw it down the middle. So,
yeah, because
anyway, it was fun.
You had to be better than Fauci, right? Like they had that.
Well, that was the standard. The Fauci was the standard, and he's a great man.
Yes.
I've gotten to know him very well, and he's a real hero and a real patriot. But that was on one end of the spectrum. And Jen Psaki did a great job. So I talked to her and got some advice from her, and needless to say, it was a big relief, and because he can only imagine if I had thrown a grounder and what would have happened.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have never let me hear the end of it.
No, Mr. Second Gentleman of the United States, Douglas Emhoff. No, sir. No, because again, you don't want to be part of that YouTube lore of first pitches. The 50 Cent. Who else we got out there, Chris?
John Wall.
Carl Lewis, John Wall, Mariah Carey.
Oh, yeah, we can't have
MJ threw one into the stands. I mean, it was Conor McGregor right after mine.
Conor McGregor.
Yeah. I think Conor McGregor hit a White Sox fan from Wrigley Field down in the South Side.
There's a whole on YouTube on this stuff. So believe me, I looked at every single one of these beforehand. So I was ready.
Doug Emhoff, the first ever second gentleman of the United States here on the Rich Eisen Show. And before we get to, I guess, some of the serious stuff, how nervous are you for Game 5? Because you're a diehard Dodger fan, that I know.
This is the one thing where the Vice President, my wife, Kamala Harris, is very serious about her San Francisco Giants. And there's been a lot of, talk in the household these last few days. And we kind of expected a Game 5. We have it. It's coming up. There's a lot of tension in the air here. And, this is the first time, I believe, they've ever faced each other in a playoff series.
Yes, indeed.
And, you got the two best teams in the majors at this early stage. So it's just being in D.C., it's really hard to stay up that late, Rich. So I've been really had some late nights forcing myself to stay up and watch these games. But really excited about tonight.
Do you have any advice for my buddy Chris Brockman here across the way? Because he's a diehard Red Sox fan, and he is currently in the same household, mother of his child, as a Braves fan, and they might actually meet one another in the World Series. Do you have any advice about how to have a healthy relationship, despite there being a split baseball household?
Just
Doug
turtle,
Emhoff?
man. Just turtle. Just keep it to yourself.
Turtle.
Just turtle.
Well, Doug,
I can't do that. I can't do that. It's so public, and they're posting pictures, and God forbid. One time I walked out of the house where I just picked up the one hat. It happened to be a Giant hat, and they literally keep posting that. All my LA friends like, what are you doing? Why are you wearing that Giant hat? So I lived such a public life that I can't turtle. But my advice to you, just keep your head down and keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I mean, after the Patriots-Falcons 28-3 comeback Super Bowl from a few years ago, I've learned to just keep my mouth shut.
Just turtle.
Yeah, what's the
anything.
upside?
Yeah,
There's
no,
upside.
zero upside.
Seriously, why?
What's the upside is an excellent way to go about this, Chris. What is the, just got to keep thinking that. What's the upside? Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.